Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and today we have a pretty wild deck. No idea what you would even call it, but most of your win cons are Hamster, so it can be an invoke deck, but it's just pretty wild. It all started with this card, Setuppercut. It's from Alito. It's just a random legendary duelist drop. When a monster you control is destroyed by battle, special summon one monster from hand or deck with attack less than or equal to that destroyed monster in face down defense position. So we're generally going to use flip monsters for two reasons. They have very low attack and they will use the flip. We also got a brand new flip monster and just lots of spice you don't usually see. I didn't really have high hopes for this deck originally, but it actually turned out to be pretty awesome. I was very surprised with how good and fun this deck is, so I don't even know where to begin. Setuppercut, we're using a bunch of flip monsters. We have Hain. He's a level 2 beast. That's important, but his flip effect is send one monster, return it to your owner's hand. Then we have Super-Nimble Mega Hamster. You special summon one level 3 or lower beast type monster from your deck face down defense position, so it does work for Hain. Hain is a beast. He's also 450 attack, so if he's destroyed with Setuppercut, he can only special summon Rico or Kiteroid. You would think he'd be able to special summon Baby Raccoon Tan, but at 0 attack, you can't special summon him with Setuppercut at all. But it still actually has a lot of good synergy with the deck with special summon one level 2 beast monster from your deck except himself. So it can be this, it can be Rico, and that's pretty much it. But it's still pretty good for Link monsters, and we are definitely using Link monsters. So Nimble Mega Hamster can summon a lot. He can summon Hain, he can summon Rico, he can summon Tan, and he can summon the Whirlwind Weasel. We can also special summon Whirlwind Weasel when our Mega Hamster gets destroyed or when Hamster gets destroyed. And then you flip it up, your opponent can't activate spell or trap cards for the rest of the turn. Very situationally useful. It can be pretty devastating in the right opportunity. And then we have Rafflesia Seduction, which will take control of one of your monsters or one monster on your opponent's side. Again, pretty situational. You can choose to bring it out when you need it with Setuppercut. So generally, that's why these are all one of. We also have a Blacksmith. He's fire. Would be perfect if he was a beast, but it's a beast warrior. But he's fire. You can bring him out with Setuppercut at 500 attack when Hamster or this is destroyed. And that opens the door for Purgatrio, as well as Phoenix opening the door for Purgatrio. So that's why Mega Hamster is 3 of with the flip. He's high attack, 1100. It's our highest attack monster. It'll special summon all of these monsters. But so let's go over what they do again quickly. Return to hand, special summon face down. Then we have the brand new Spear Cretin. When this card's flipped and sent to the field after being flipped face up, each player targets one monster in their own graveyard, except this card, and special summons it in face up attack or face down defense. It's like a little monster reborn that comes out whenever you use him properly. Pretty interesting card. You will see it in the replays, so keep an eye out for that. You guys know Rico, you get a destroy a card, then mill 3. You can go with Kiteroids. Those can be special summoned with a destroyed Rico, so that's pretty useful, and pretty much anything else. Tan gets 2 monsters on the field very easily. You can do a Link summon. Links are definitely part of our win con. This searches an equip. This triggers Destiny Draw. This is fire. These 2 combos can get you, with the skill, can get you a Purgatrio, and this is a pretty good card. So that's the little combo between these and how we get Hamster working effectively. Other than that, most everything is Earth, so plenty of Earth to go around for Magellanica. Such a cool deck, guys. I had a lot of fun with this deck. I didn't think it'd be very good. I didn't think it'd be very fun or easy, but it was actually pretty cool of a deck to play. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing an old gym crocodile going second. Let's see what we've got in store for our boy. I believe this is a pretty good duel. We use virtually all aspects of the duel. Here we have a Kiteroid and a bunch of flip monsters. He's going to start with a Golem Hole, throws away a Gaia, adds a card to his hand, adds a Fossil Fusion, all sorts of wild stuff with the Golem Hole skill. Pretty good deck, honestly. Fossil Fusion's not too bad. Not exactly meta, but a very, very aggressive deck. He doesn't want to go first. We can go first or second. It's just a little slower for us. It's not really crippling. For him, it messes up his whole flow. He doesn't want to go first. He wants to go second. So he sets... Oh no, it's a Miracle Rupture. He's still going. Weathering Soldier's going to give him a search after a Miracle Rupture. Pretty good first turn once he sets some back row, I do believe. One back row. He gets more out there, though. We get nothing but flip monsters and a Kiteroid. We set Hain. He sets another back row. We flip the Hain up. His convoy is gone. We get a Setuppercut. That's perfect. We're going to normal summon Super-Nimble Mega Hamster. Set the Setuppercut. He's got another Fossil Fusion, obviously. He's searched plenty. Banishes our Hain. That's not cool. He goes with the Dragon Skullgar. He is in fact going... Oh, he's always these last minute Miracle Ruptures. Throws away a Shell Knight. Then he swings into the Nimble Mega Hamster. We go with the Setuppercut into the Whirlwind Weasel, guys. It's time for him to shine. You flip him up. Now these two back rows cannot be activated this entire turn. We normal summon the Spirit Cretin. We Link Summon into Phoenix. Now what that's going to do, that's still going to give us a super live Setuppercut. We're going to be able to destroy a back row because we have plenty in our hand. And we have a Fire Monster for an Alistair. And if he was to attack directly into us, it's going to trigger Destiny Draw. So we threw away the Kiteroid. He's going to Abyss Designator, another Nimble Hamster for us. It's actually kind of useful. Does trigger our Destiny Draw. Does trigger our Setuppercut. We go with Rico from our hand. We could have gone with any monster from our deck, but I go with Rico from our hand. So we could have gone with Alistair, but it's better to go with the Rico because we can just Destiny Draw the Alistair and use both effects. So the Rico destroys the back rows and Treacherous. Then we bring out the Alistair, search the Invocation, just 1900 life points to get over. Just need him to not have a Sphere Boy or a Kiteroid somehow. Here's Magellanica. Add a Invoke right back to our hand. Swing over with 4k, 400 life points left. He gets a little bit of a surge left over. And then all we gotta do is swing with Alistair and finish him off. Virtually every aspect of the duel popping off, guys. We had Setuppercuts, we had links, we had fusions, we had our flip effects, we had our Destiny Draw. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are going a lot of second. 4-win streak with this deck, guys. I think we did even better. We got some rank ups. This deck was going crazy. It was a really interesting deck. So we got a Spirit Cretin. We got our Setuppercut. We're looking at 2 back row. We're going to go Setuppercut into Alistair. We got Invocation. We're going to use Invocation. We're going to get rid of Hain. Magellanica. Add the Alistair back to our hand. We don't go into the extra monster zone in case we want to bring out a Phoenix. Swing for what could have been 4k, but he has a Magic Cylinder and hits us for 1500. Remember, we have Setuppercut. He's going to bring out a Dark Magician. Passes his turn. We get our Invocation. That's kind of unfortunate. We set Spirit Cretin. Swing into Widespread Ruin. He brings out another Dark Magician, tries to avoid Wall of D, I guess. But Cretin got destroyed, and that triggers Setuppercut and his effect to Special Summon Magellanica. And we bring out the Rico with the Setuppercut. Then we bring out the Magellanica with the Cretin. Looking very good. We flip up the Rico, destroy the face down defense position Dark Magician. Then we bust out a Phoenix. No back row to destroy though. Normal summon Alistair. No Invocation to search. But we make the Nightmare Unicorn. Bounce the Dark Magician back. By throwing away the Alistair, perfectly acceptable. still have a live invocation. Banish the Nimble. How did that Nimble get in the graveyard? It was Rico's effect, guys. We destroyed a card and then milled 3, gave us an Earth. Now we have 2 means to lethal, and we're gonna trigger Destiny Draw because we have Psychic Blade. So we're gonna make Nightmare Unicorn over 4K, and with the combination of Alistair and Magellanica, he could have also swung for 4K. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are going second against Atea Gardner. Let's see what she has for us. I think this is a pretty basic duel of just Amazonas swinging into us, so they really don't stand a chance against a flip monster deck at all. We have our Setuppercut. Alistair is one of our higher attack monsters. He really can only not summon this Super-Nimble Mega Hamster. Super-Nimble Mega Hamster can special summon anything when it's destroyed, or any beast, which is a lot. And then, or when he's flipped. When he's destroyed, he can summon anything because he's our highest attack. Even a face-down Alistair if we needed to search. Here we flip up, we summon a Hane. He gets to destroy our Setuppercut. Then he wants to do 300 damage. Really should have just destroyed the Hane. So now we can flip the Hane face up, throw that monster back, normal summon Alistair, search our invocation. We're going to be able to link summon. We already have 3 monsters on the field. Now we can bounce that monster back. Plenty of monsters to discard. We throw away our plant, bounce that monster back. We still have invocation and all the fuel we need for it. We get rid of the Nimble and the Alistair. That's Magellanica. Then we could search our equip, or we could get a monster reborn with this boy, or we could go with more Alistair. But obviously, we just finished the duel here. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are going second. I don't think this is much of a competitive duel either, but we do bounce around some back row and stuff like that. So we have both our Blacksmith and our Equip already, so that's not good. We start with the Super-Nimble Mega Hamster. Good way to start things. He's got 2 back row, uses his skill to mill a tuner. He's bricking hard though. We get our Nimble Hamster to bring out Rico. Now Rico can't flip up this turn, but that's okay. We're gonna normal summon Alistair. We're gonna be able to search our invocation. We're gonna be able to link summon a Phoenix. We have plenty of cards to throw away. We're gonna throw away the Blacksmith for 2 reasons. That gives us Purgatrio without Phoenix, and obviously uses Phoenix's effect. And we don't need Blacksmith because we already had the Equip. We had a follow-up Rico already on the field. We were gonna be able to set other stuff. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing Atea. We're going second. Generally, you know, we can do first turn plays being flip monsters, but second will be fine. It's using my... Oh, it's so ridiculous. This is actually just a funny duel, not a really competitive duel, just a funny duel. Just trying to do the old burn. But it's just funny to get over. This hand is trying to stop such an aggressive deck, but we're not facing an aggressive deck, so we're kind of gimped too. We have to just swing at him with normal Alistairs, and he actually blows a Drowning Mirror Force on just an Alistair to give you an idea of what this duel's going to be like. So it hits us for 500, sets another thing. We get our Cretin, super not useful. So just 2 decks that aren't trying to interact whatsoever. That's why I thought this was so funny. What are we going to do? I can bring Rico out now. We're not going to destroy Burning Land. We're going to destroy that back row because now it was another Drowning Mirror Force. We're going to have plenty of fuel. Look at that. How clutch was that? Rico mills 3. So we were able to mill an Alistair because we'd lost our Alistair to a Drowning Mirror Force. Mill the Alistair. Bring out the Magellanica. Now we can add the Alistair to our hand. We haven't used our normal summon. There's our normal summon. If we wanted, we could do link summons of a Phoenix and destroy that and all that great stuff. But we're just going to Invocation again. There's Magellanica again. And just swing for a lethal amount of damage immediately. So great stuff, guys. This deck was a lot of fun. Setuppercut's a lot of fun. I think this deck uses it great. I mean, you can pretty much consider Alistair a flip monster who can be normal summoned with Setuppercut when Mega Hamster is destroyed. Then you get a Search and Invocation. Bring out any of those monsters. They're all so useful in specific situations. So once that situation arises, you can hopefully set up the trap with Setuppercut, guys. Great stuff. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.